fans, and welcome to another episode of Silver Screams Reacts. Tonight, we are sadly not down at San Diego Comic-Con. However, that doesn't mean we can't celebrate with everybody else, because there have been a few fun announcements, one of which is the announcement for a movie called Jigsaw, whose trailer was released today.
I will say that this auto-played on my Facebook, so I saw part of it on mute.
I have not seen...
Seeing it on mute is different from having the sound experience.
The only thing I've seen from it is the thumbnail for the trailer. So we know what this is. We all know what this is.
It's Saw 8.
I'm pretty sure it's Saw 9.
Oh, is it 9? Did we already have 8?
I think Saw 3
I thought we
was
stopped
number
at
8.
7.
I don't know. I lost count. There are so many.
It's Saw too many.
Yeah?
Saw it all.
You know what? I will allow those puns because, yeah. All right. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right to
and
it.
Go. Are we going? Are we on? Oh my god, the speaker's not on.
Should we restart?
Yep. I'm a smart human
Doodly
being.
doodly doodly.
And let's try this again. Go. There we go. With like the bass and shit.
Now the game's simple.
It's movies like
Best
this.
ones are.
Oh.
You want diversity?
What was
Play
happening?
by the rules.
There was a body.
Yeah.
Any identification on the victim? Puzzle piece. But Jigsaw has been dead for 10 years.
It's not him. Can't be.
This was on the body.
The truth will set you free.
Will it though? That looks like the opposite of being set free.
Bucketheads. There's just someone.
That's unfortunate.
Did you see someone on the far right that was just out?
Flat, just like I'm done. The person is clearly dead.
Chasing a dead man. It's a copycat.
You know, another one, because there are so many copycats.
Live or die. The choice is yours.
Is it though?
You know what happens if we don't follow the rules?
We get subjected to more torture
The
porn?
fingernails of our victims, John Kramer's the Jigsaw killer.
That's impossible.
Oh no, corn!
What?
Games can be won. It's Jigsaw.
Not when the game is rigged though.
Yeah.
Does he though?
No, it's not creepy at all.
There's just so much chain dragging these people around. It's like, okay, so the end of the, so we're gonna start you here, and then we're gonna thread the chain through here and close these doors, and then we're gonna thread the chain through here and do this, and then we're gonna thread the chain through here. I mean, did he go to Home Depot and buy like all of the chain that they had? Did he?
Excuse
He would have
me.
had to have gone to a wholesaler to get that much chain, or he would have had to hit up because Home Depot sells chain. But I don't think it sells chain that heavy duty. It sells stuff that you could like hang a porch swing with.
Maybe he went to
or that you
Costco.
could hang a potted plant with. I don't think Costco sells heavy duty chain.
Hey, if you're gonna get something in bulk, in this case, heavy duty chains, I would not be surprised if Costco was.
But I'm thinking like manufacturing.
Honestly, I don't care. You're talking to somebody who does not give a crap. I will be honest, I really loved the first Saw.
Well, the first Saw was let's shove two people in a room and see what happens.
Out of all of them, like, I think it's the best standalone film of the series. But out of all of them, my favorite is actually number 2. Because that one was the only one where I felt like the people actually had a fighting chance. I know that
was
idea
the
gets
one
played around with
the
later.
antidote and the tattoos on the necks.
Yes.
And
That was
one.
one, and I know that there were later ones on down the line where if they just worked together, like, oh, they all would have gotten out of it, like, seemingly unscathed. Well, I feel like 2 did that the best, and also, like, 2 is retroactively is what gave Jigsaw his weird, warped sense of morality. That did not exist in the first one. He was just a straight up murderer. So 2 was always my favorite, and everything after that just seemed unjustified and gratuitous just for the sake of gratuity.
And then we removed the element of morality and or fair play when he got an apprentice who started making unwinnable traps.
Yep.
At which point it's just like it changes the tone of the, I hesitate to say, it changes the tone of the torture porn to other torture porn. But there's a difference between you're sitting there rooting for them and going, maybe they can do it, maybe they can do it, it's going to suck, but maybe they can do it, and, well, they're fucked and I'm watching a snuff film. Like, there's a really, really big difference in the mindset of and effect on the audience when you change that part of it. Because the point of a horror movie is you are rooting for someone to survive. You're either there to watch dumb teenagers get killed, or you're rooting for someone to survive and escape, if not triumph. If you take away that hope of escape, what's the goddamn point? You're watching a snuff film at that point, and that is creepy.
Yeah, real talk.
I even scared the cat.
Real talk. I don't like torture porn.
No.
I'm the horror movie fan in this household. I don't like torture porn. I don't like the hostels. I don't like. I like the, like I said, I like the first 2, but like these movies aren't really my jam. But I also have a soft spot for Jigsaw because 1, again, that warped sense of morality from number 2, and 2, that puppet from the first one was genuinely damn creepy. So it's nice to see Billy back. And I am intrigued about the idea of a copycat killer 10 years later, etc., etc. And to this film's credit, it looks like it has something I don't think any of the other films had up until like the very end. A sense of humor.
True,
Holy-
the bit about, well,
holy
that's not
crap.
creepy at all.
That's not creepy at all. And even the timing with the sharp objects falling all around them, that's kind of funny, and I think that might be what they're going for here. And if that's the case, I'm down. But I also have a lot to say about the evolution of horror in a franchise, because we see that a lot. We see as a horror franchise progresses, it either goes the route of action or comedy, or it's just retreading the same story over and over again. And this one, I never would have guessed that Saw would go the route of comedy, but I'm looking at this here and I'm like, I'd be down for that. I'd be okay with it.
I'm wondering if that's what they will do, or if this is just a, here's one funny line in the movie, we're going to put it in there, and that the grain silo scene is supposed to be intimidating, and it just isn't, apropos of nothing in this trailer. It could go either way. I will say, I really hope that silo explodes. Because a grain silo explosion, if it's bad enough, will take out everything in a multiple mile radius. Mm-hmm. Like, give me a movie where it ends with someone accidentally setting off a spark for something and that whole silo just... It's a known issue for farmers and whatnot, because grain silos are so damn dusty and enclosed, they will explode.
Kind of
and it's horrifying.
To get back, like, again, like I said, I don't know if they're planning on going the serious or the comedic route, but getting back to the story, Saw was an intriguing story, but it definitely got convoluted even more convoluted as it went on. However, I'm very interested to see if this is actually a plot from John, because he did that quite a bit even after he died. He's like, I have these things in place. So it would be nice to see if it's a plot from John, or if it's straight up just somebody picking up the mantle and doing whatever they want, because they're
Screw it, let's go.
Yeah, because they're like, it's been 10 years, we need a new serial killer for something. Which, if it is a copycat, what's the motive? That's my big question.
It's someone who got out of one of his traps.
Okay. But then why put other people through this?
Oh, I don't know.
Because that was the deal with his first apprentice. It was somebody who got out of one of his traps, started falling back into her bad habits, and so he took her on as an apprentice. And sadly, she didn't exactly do well either.
Someone who was fascinated with his methodology, someone who survived the trap and, was thinking about it and came back around and went, well, maybe he had the right idea. Someone who survived the trap.
I see the
and
light now.
Someone who survived the trap and got the wrong idea about everything. Someone who survived the trap
happened with Amanda,
saw the unwinnable traps afterwards and went, oh, that was how it should have been done.
That's how you do it.
That's what it's supposed to be. Because I feel like, especially like starting off with the buckets and the chains and it looks like the saw blades will stop when someone falls victim to them. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was one of those each step requires at least one person to die sort of things.
Yeah.
In which case, this is only a winnable trap for one person and everyone else is hosed. And at that point, you have the goddamn Hunger Games. So,
again,
this is someone, I don't think it's him. I think it's someone who thinks they're carrying on a legacy, but has the wrong idea about everything.
Maybe
Especially
it's
since
somebody
it started with Tree Corpse.
Maybe it's someone going the Scream 4 route and going like, Jigsaw had his 15 minutes, now I want mine.
I'm gonna do it bigger and better. Okay.
I don't know. Point being,
We'll see.
That looked a lot more enjoyable than I thought it would, because again, I don't particularly care for the torture porn genre, but this one looks like it might be funny.
I am intrigued discussion-wise. I will still not see it because but
I'm on the fence myself.
It will be interesting to see how they execute it.
Yeah. Execution is everything.
All right.
I also wonder whether or not certain surviving characters might make a cameo appearance. And by certain surviving characters, I really only mean like one or two, because not a ton of people make it through that entire series alive.
I'm putting all of the fucks I don't actually give about Saw into the basket of I do think it's a survivor. That's me.
I like that.
I'm just gonna throw that in there.
Guys, we want to know what you thought of this teaser trailer. Who do you think Jigsaw could be in this new film? Is it a former apprentice? Is it John himself from beyond the grave?
What horror movie villain/monster would you like to see in a Jigsaw trap? Ooh.
Honestly,
And do they survive?
if you put any of like the ones from the 80s, like your Michael Myers, your Jasons, your Freddys, honestly, it's not gonna matter.
I mean, presuming that they can be trapped and that their existences are on the line, what would you like to see?
I know which one.
What? Go.
Pinhead! Because he'd be like, amateur. Let me show you how it's done.
I was gonna say, you just love it.
Jigsaw, you are a discount Pinhead, and everyone knows it now. I think I win that one. Guys, see if you can do any better. Because I think I won that
variety. I'm not picking a winner.
I call dibs on winner then. My answer's the best.
Jigsaw is disqualified.
Anyway,
Jigsaw.
thank you guys for watching. Katie, where can people go if they want to find you?
You can follow me all over the social medias and on YouTube at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. If you want to see us react to not horror things, it's on that channel.
And I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheMenguin. That's TheMenguin. Be sure to follow Silver Screams at Silver_Screams. Like us on Facebook, all that jazz. By the time this video goes up, our special RTX video will be up. And for those of you who haven't seen it yet, it is a crossover video between us and the Women in Caskets. They did a horror Q&A with us for It Follows.
Oh, I was going to say, don't tell him, just have him go.
Well, no, it's already up at this point.
Just have him go.
And we're working on another Q&A as we're working on this. So guys, be sure to check all of that fun stuff out. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you all next time.
I want to play a game.
Could you... I feel like Ghostface would be like, oh, fuck me! But I swear to God, Pinhead would be like... There's literally nothing you can do to me that I haven't already done to myself.